Chris Mackowski of Emerging Civil War. It is the 19th of May, 2024, and I'm here at Harris Farm on the Spotsylvania Courthouse battlefield, where 120 years ago, right now, the Union Army was engaged in a little rear guard action as Confederates under Richard Ewell try to swing around and strike Grant's supply line along the Fredericksburg Road. And behind me is the monument to the 1st Maine Heavy Artillery, an infantry unit that was brought down from an artillery unit that was brought down from the Washington defenses and converted into infantry. And Harris Farm was the baptism of fire for this unit, along with several other heavy artillery units that had been brought down, including the 1st Maine. These regiments were huge because they were trained to serve as their own infantry support. As a result, the 1st Massachusetts Heavies, for instance, had over 1,600 guys in a regiment. And because it was their first field action, they get out here and they basically do parade drill maneuvers in the middle of combat to try to, because that's all they know how to do. And they stand out here in the open field and take it. And, up against the 2nd Confederate Corps of the Army of Northern Virginia, those were some grizzled veterans who knew how to hide behind blades of grass. And so it was an incredible fight. There's a really neat souvenir booklet to the monument dedication from 1901. And members of the North Carolina regiments that fought against him came to that dedication because they said that it was one of the bravest things they'd ever seen in the war. These Massachusetts guys standing up here in the wide open, trading shots with them and trying to just slug it out. Of those more than 1,600 guys in the 1st Massachusetts Heavy Artillery, 398 of them fall as casualties. It's a casualty rate of almost 25%. Just incredible. And the other heavy artillery units through here suffered just as much. The 1st Maine Heavies off in that direction. I've written about them before for Blue and Gray magazine. They had 1,700 guys, almost 1,800 guys in their regiment. They come in and they try to duke it out. And before other Union veterans would be teasing them for being bandbox soldiers and, oh, is this work heavy enough for you? Those sorts of things. And the guys in the Heavies couldn't understand why the veterans would be harassing them like that, because they wanted to do their part. And here at Harris Farm, they proved they could do their part. They'll go on to many other engagements. The 1st Maine, for instance, famously is part of that charge at Petersburg. And they'll certainly earn their stripes. But they earn everybody's respect here at Harris Farm just a day or two after some of these units get on the field. Doing something a little different. I'm actually doing page proofs for my upcoming Spotsy book, A Tempest of Iron and Lead. And so I'm going to read the section here about Harris Farm to myself, looking for typos along the way, and just spend some time with the guys here from the 1st Massachusetts Heavy Artillery. I'm Chris Mackowski for Emerging Civil War. We'll see you online and on the battlefield.